feel like I don't have enough wrinkles in my brain to be able to process that. And I was absolutely enamored, taken, in love, completely bewitched, if you will. Clean, completely clean toilet bowl. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kareli and I am new to booktube. I will be filming bookish content and other lifestyle content, and today, after posting 3 other videos, I am finally filming my Newbie Booktuber Tag. I don't know why I'm so nervous to film this. This is literally just me telling you about myself and why I want to start this channel, and I think I know myself. I think I maybe that's the issue. I actually do have all my responses written down. It just so happens that like whenever I try to read from my responses, that's whenever I can no longer speak. So I'm gonna just try to answer this off the top of my head, if that makes sense. But I think the best way to get started is just to get into it. So I have seen a couple of different lists of questions, but I'm just going with the questions that I found most often. So I think this is like a really good question to get started. Number 1 is, why did you start this channel? So my answer is, I just want to have a place to share things that make me happy, that bring me joy, and I would also love to create small art pieces in video form, if that makes sense. I see so many of my favorite booktubers have such great channels, not only because of who they are and what they talk about, but also because they are amazing at creating these aesthetically pleasing videos that I very much enjoy watching all the time. So I hope that I'm able to create that type of content eventually. Basically, just creating these beautiful and aesthetic expressions of the things that make me happy. Sounds like such a fun idea. Number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? So I think that I definitely want to do the things that other booktubers do, nothing revolutionary or anything like that. So I think the unique thing I will bring is myself. There are so many amazing booktubers on this app, but I think that everybody subscribes to and follows those who they vibe with the most, who they share the most interest with and stuff like that. So I hope that my own brand of personality and interest is able to find people that resonate with me and want to stick with me. So yeah, I think myself, my personality will be the unique thing. Number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I am most excited about just having people to share those super giddy moments or super sad moments when something makes you sob. There's so many times where I want to share these moments with people in real life, but I just don't for multiple reasons. I'm excited to just have a place to come have an outlet for all of those emotions. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? So any reader knows and understands the way that reading can fully transport you into a whole other world. It can be like an amazing fantasy world, or even just like a mundane one that has a unique story to it. Basically, the stories that you read allow you to experience the things that are written in them a way that you would never be able to do in your regular everyday life. And it's just beautiful to be able to experience all of these emotions and all the lessons, all of the scary moments, the funny moments, the sad moments, all of the characters that you end up falling in love with. And also the feeling of whenever you get so submerged and so into a book that you sort of just forget that you're existing on planet Earth. It's amazing. I love it. That's why I love reading. Number 5. What book series got you into reading? Twilight. I don't remember if it was right after Twilight came out. It was actually a summer, so it might have been the summer after Twilight came out. I'm pretty sure it came out during fall. But that's whenever I first watched Twilight, and I was absolutely enamored, taken, in love, completely bewitched, if you will. And my uncle was a big reader at the time, so he let me borrow his Twilight book, and I went through the whole Twilight saga plus The Host, which is also by Stephanie Meyer, and this was the summer between 4th and 5th grade, and I had the time of my life. I still don't know how young people do it, how young people read so much, because I cannot read as much as I did when I was that age. It was incredible. And then I guess he saw that I really enjoyed reading. So then he bought me my first book, which I still have to this day. City of Bones. So yeah, he got me this. And Twilight is what made me start reading, but The Mortal Instruments is what made me keep reading. Is that right? Did I English that right? Yeah. The Mortal Instruments is what made me want to keep reading. And yeah, this is the exact same copy that I had, and I used to take it with me everywhere to try to get to it. And it ended up falling inside of a clean, completely clean toilet bowl. So it got completely soaked, so it's all wavy now, but surprisingly the actual letters, nothing is damaged. So I'm gonna keep this forever. And yeah, now I'm absolutely still in love with the Shadowhunter world. So shout out to my uncle. If you ever see this, you're a real one. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So first of all, I would love to give a shout out to my favorite booktubers in case a miracle happens and any of you ever stumble across my video and see this. I just want you guys to know y'all are the reason that I'm doing this right now. You guys are an inspiration. I love watching your videos so much. I want to be just like you when I grow up. So thank you so much for doing what you do, because I would not be doing this and I would not be the person that I am today if it wasn't for you guys. So I would say my favorite booktuber is Bella from Throne of Pages. I'm even one of her Patreons, and yeah, love her vibe as a whole. She's a 10 out of 10. If you guys have never watched her videos, I wholly recommend. She's amazing. And I have a bunch of other booktubers that I love as well. Some of them are Mel from Mel Reads, Carrie from Carrie Can Read, Lexi aka Newly Nova, her brain amazes me, Haley Pham, Leonie the Book Leo, and Hannah from A Clockwork Angel. I definitely watch other booktubers, but these are just my favorites where I'm always like, more video please. Yeah, these are my favorites. Oh, I almost forgot. The question was, what questions would I ask them? So I think the question would be, how do you manage to be unapologetically yourself? Because at least from what I gather, every one of these persons seems to be so comfortable in front of the camera and is not afraid to give their honest opinions and be their authentic selves. And I think that that's amazing. And I hope that I am able to reach a point where I can do that. And that comes to me as like second nature. The other question is, how so aesthetic? How so aesthetic? Please let me know. I would be very, very happy to know how your videos are so beautiful. Thank you very much. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So I think the biggest challenge will be being consistent. So I have ADHD and some other brain conditions that make it difficult for me to keep up with things. Like anything. It makes me hard. It makes it hard for me to keep up with anything. But this is something that I have been wanting to do for so long. So I hope that the excitement and the enthusiasm that I feel for this project is what helps me push through any of those symptoms of procrastination or whatever else may be the case. I do not want to let that prevent me from getting videos out there, so I'm gonna try my darndest to just stick to this vision that I have in my head, to remember why I started this in the first place. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Number 8 is, when did you start reading? The year after the Twilight movie came out, which was, I'll insert it right here. And I actually stopped reading for a very long time after high school because my family and I lived in a small apartment and we were moving to another small apartment. And the books that I had were going to be a hassle to move. Not that much of a hassle in my opinion, but in the opinion of my dad, who was the main mover, it was going to be a hassle. So he very kindly asked me to get rid of them. And I got rid of the majority of my books, except for the Mortal Instruments series and a couple of other books. So because of that, I was kind of disillusioned. Desilusionada. I was that word with reading, and I don't know why I didn't think of ebooks or audiobooks. Those did not even cross my mind at all. In my world, only physical books existed, and since I couldn't get any because of the limitations of my space, I just stopped reading as a whole. I'm just as confused as you are thinking back at it now. So it wasn't until like according to Goodreads, mid 2022 that I started reading again. Yeah, since 2022, I have been reading pretty consistently, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Number 9. Where do you read? I think the answer for this is just everywhere. Like my office, my bedroom, my whole house. And I do mean my whole house. Like, audiobooks are really great for the shower. And I also love listening to audiobooks on my commute. My commute is anywhere from 1 hour to 2, sometimes 2.5 hours. So I need an audiobook to keep me going, and I get a lot of my reading done through audiobook format because of that reason. Number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? So I would say that I am primarily a fantasy lover, and that includes romantasy. And I also love romance, whether it be contemporary or like, what's it called? Jane Austen? Regency? Whether it be contemporary or Regency romance, you get what I'm trying to say. And I also am really into horror mangas. I haven't read any horror books so far, but I love me a good Junji Ito manga, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading some more of that in October. That's coming right around the corner. And I also really love to read webtoons, like the really popular ones, Lore Olympus, True Beauty, Marry My Husband, etc. Ate all of those up. I'm really looking forward to getting into mysteries, hopefully before the end of the year, sometime in these fall months, as well as literary fiction, because I don't think that I've read a single literary fiction book, and that's a shame. I think it's just because they intimidate me. I feel like I don't have enough wrinkles in my brain to be able to process that, but I have heard so many amazing reviews of lit fic books, so I need to get into that. And the last question, which I think is only sometimes done, but I do want to do it, is what does your book collection look like? So I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so this is my bookshelf. If you want to see how I just recently organized it, just take a look at my last 2 videos. I've been reorganizing it so much because new books keep coming in. But starting off at this top shelf right here, we have my Shadowhunter books looking so gorgeous. Over here we have some fantasy, including Twilight, and just 2 mangas that I have from Junji Ito. Down here some more fantasy books, and I tried to make the colors just sort of blend together, but these 2 ACOTAR books are sort of killing it for me, but you know what, that's okay. And over here I have my romance shelf, including my Lore Olympus and True Beauty volumes, and I think it looks so cute. And everybody say hello to BTS. Okay, thank you. So yeah, that is most of the books that I have. I have maybe 5 or something like that on my nightstand, which are my currently reading, but it doesn't make much of a difference on the shelf. I'm definitely looking forward to getting more books very soon and expanding my bookshelves. I want them to reach all the way over here, and it's gonna look so cute, and I'm so excited. And I think that was the last question. Sorry, I don't know if I'm in frame properly anymore, but I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching my Newbie Booktuber Tag video. I ended up having a lot of fun making this, and I know that this is a booktuber tag, but in my channel as a whole, I'll definitely be sharing other hobbies and interests of mine: music, K-dramas, anime, crochet, cooking, whatever the case may be. So if you're interested in that type of content, I hope that you consider subscribing and checking back in for whenever future videos drop. Let me know in the comments if we share any common interests, and if you're new to booktube, also leave a comment because I would love to check out your booktube channel. Okay, I think now that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you so much. Bye.